this is gonna be a little get ready with me. It has to be really quick. I have like literally 10 minutes before me and my friends grab lunch together. So I have to do this really quick. But it's my last day with my Oxford friends. Really, really sad. I'm going to miss them a lot, honestly. I like some of them more than Stanford people, I know. Uh, but obviously, I'm actually really excited to go back to Stanford. I miss my Stanford friends hella. It's really sad because, like, it feels like I'm, like, choosing between, like, Stanford and Oxford, and it's really unfortunate. I also wish, like, basically at Oxford, degrees are only 3 years, whereas in the US or American universities, usually they're 4-year degrees. I mean, I guess you could graduate early, but like that's not really recommended just because you want to have a good balance of social and academic life. Um, Anywho, so a lot of my friends from Oxford are, because they're my year, juniors, they're actually like seniors because like Oxford, most of their degrees are only 3 years unless you're in STEM or classics, then it's a 4-year degree. But anyways, most of my friends are in 3-year degrees, so they're actually graduating this spring anyways. So they're having like their finals and things like that. Also, fun fact about Oxford, which is not really fun actually. Um, Apparently they have finals during the Trinity or spring term of their their last term or quarter at Oxford, and if they fail, like they can retake the test, but basically they will not get their degree, and that is very concerning to me because I could personally never, I could literally never do that. Like just full tests. I'm not a test taker, so that is genuinely a scary foreign concept to me that I'm glad I never have to partake in. Anyways, yeah, I'm sad that they're graduating because that means like if I ever want to visit Oxford, like they probably won't be here. They'll probably be in London though, so if I ever visit London, at least I know I have a couple of friends I could hang out with, which is really fun. Like as if I would casually just be in London one day, but like it'd probably be a planned trip. But yeah, I'm gonna miss my Oxford friends a lot, and I'm really excited to grab this lunch with them just because I love them a lot. Honestly, these past 10 weeks have been a lot of fun. I have a few family friends in London, and their one advice when I first started, or like before I even came onto campus, was for Oxford campus to study abroad. They told me that I guess context is I'm studying abroad at Oxford this winter, or the Hillary term, from Stanford University. Stanford has an abroad program here, um, and so like the abroad program welcomes around like 45 students from Stanford. It's actually the most competitive and most wanted study abroad program, just because studying in Oxford is very like it's a privilege to be able to do that, especially. Uh, sorry, especially being assigned to a college and whatnot. Like, yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so my family friends in London, when I first visited, before I went on to started classes and orientation, things like that, they told me that I should really immerse myself in, like, getting to know a lot of Oxford people. Like, that, they said that was their, because one of my friends, like, the family friend, he said that he studied abroad in the U.S. at UPenn, or like he studied abroad there for a term. Like he went to LSE, I think, like the London School of Economics, and apparently they have like a joint partnership similar to Stanford and Oxford, with UPenn. But anyways, he studied abroad at UPenn, and he was like, the one thing that I kind of regret was that I was spending a lot of time with my LSE friends, and I wish I had spent more time getting to know like UPenn people. So like the place where he was actually studying abroad, and so he was like, you should really like get to know those people, and I was like, okay, wait, that's actually really smart. So I knew coming in that I wanted to like talk to a lot of um, Oxford people, but because like again, Stanford people I love a lot, but I could have literally gone to a cafe and gotten to know Stanford people, you know. I mean, I'm really close with I've gotten close with a lot of people in my cohort, but I've also gotten really close with like a lot of Oxford people. So I think I did a pretty good balance where I wasn't just hanging out with Oxford people or just Stanford people, but I was kind of combining the two where with my Oxford friends, I would hang out with them with my Stanford friends, if that makes sense. Also, I came into Oxford with my Stanford friend group, or like a part of my Stanford friend group, so that was also nice and less stressful. Sorry, where the hell is my phone? Okay, yeah, anyways. So yeah, I think I've had a very successful quarter. My friend Michelle, she always jokes, she's like, dude, I feel so sad for me because apparently I've been glowing since I've been here. Like this is a place where I feel like it was the study abroad program was really nice for me. I kind of went through some stuff last term, and so even this term really, and I needed a break from it, and I think the study abroad program has offered me the opportunity to take a really well-deserved break from all things Stanford and America, low-key. Yeah. Like, I also think, I really love, like, okay, so here's some, like, pros and cons of Oxford, I argue. Sorry, you had to text a friend. But wait, what was I saying? Sorry, I have like a low-key mini fever because yesterday it was raining, but I didn't have my puffer on, and so I just had like my cardigan. So like I guess I was walking in the rain and I didn't really care. So that's probably not good. That's probably the reason why I'm kind of feeling a little feverish at this moment, but we persist, especially because literally one day, it's literally last day before a lot of Oxford students leave, unless they extend their stay, and my friends hadn't extended their stays, so yeah. Oh yeah, pros and cons of Oxford. I'll start with the cons and then like go with the pros. The cons are that it's very much like your degree makes or breaks your Oxford experience. I argue like my friends who were able to hang out with me were more students who like had the ability to do that, whereas people I've met who were in STEM were very, very busy because like they have lab reports and things like that. And it's like very stressful for them to hang out every day. Also like the tests being like a really big part. Also, I'm not like this is not. I've only been here for a term, so I'm not this is just my own experience as someone who's abroad at Oxford. I really like the tutorial system, but some people don't, and it's totally understandable because some people have like multiple tutorials in a quarter. A tutorial is pretty much where you're one-on-one or like two-on-one, like one or two students with one tutor, and you essentially do a lot of readings and you write like a 2,500 word essay every week about the readings and about your thoughts, and it's actually really a good method, I think, to gain expertise in one field. So yeah, I really like that. I also honestly I don't have that many cons with Oxford. I think the people here are very, very kind, genuinely a lot kinder than I expected. Just because going in I was kind of nervous because I'm not the most social in my opinion. Some Oxford students disagree. I think it's just because I think Oxford is a little more conservative in the sense that like they're more reserved. Definitely like really quiet and shy, but like once you get to know them or like once you make the first move to talk to someone, then the conversation is really, really interesting, especially because people here like they focus on one subject usually, or they're really knowledgeable on one subject, so they can go on long, really interesting tangents about that one subject, which I think is also a pitfall a bit because sometimes like I have met people who are not very like well-rounded, but like there's nothing wrong with that. But like when you come here, it's like if you come here for a certain degree and you like spend your 4 years doing that degree. So I can see, you can speak for yourself. I literally don't want any hate. Like I love Oxford. I love the formals. They have every week, at my college at least, they have formals where it's like formal dinners, and it's amazing. Like they had Burns Night. Burns Night is like Scottish Heritage Night where they give haggis. Don't search up what haggis is. Actually, no, you can search up what haggis is, but it was actually very, very yummy. I can't lie. I went to Edinburgh and I didn't try haggis because I searched up what it was and I was like, I don't know about that. But because it was formal, I was like, okay, you only live once, you only try stuff at least once. So it was pretty good. Pretty good. They also had duck last week, and then today is my last formal. Yeah, super duper fun. Oh yeah, I love formals. I love the tutorial system. I really like my tutor was really sweet, so I think I got really lucky with her. And we like even grabbed lunch together, like yesterday, just as like a cute like goodbye, kind of very chill, not talking about schoolwork kind of thing. And what else do I like? I really love the small town vibe. It kind of reminds me of Berkeley a bit. A bit, yeah, like a lot like Berkeley, just because at Stanford it is very much like a bubble where there's literally only like 2 or 3 stores that you can get food from in this immediate Stanford area, but like you have to walk like a mile to go to like the Trader Joe's. I'm blanking because I have a massive headache, but like you can walk a mile and like go into Palo Alto and get stuff there, like at Trader Joe's or Poke House. Poke House is so good at Stanford. If you're ever in Palo Alto, which I don't know why you would be, but if you're ever in Palo Alto, Poke House, such good sushi. Hella expensive though if you're trying to deliver it to your dorm. I will say $30 for delivering sushi is, well, yeah. And also I tip, so that's probably why it's a lot. But like, tip your drivers, please. Please. I don't know if I should have to say that, but anyway, oh yeah. That's what I like about Oxford. Like the food options, so good. They have these what's it called? They have these like carts around. They're like kebab vans. So a lot of people get chips because they're from like 7 p.m. to 3 or 4 a.m. even. And they are so good. If you, oh my god, yesterday, this reminds me, yesterday at like 2 a.m. or like maybe 1:30 a.m., I got Khalifa's, like the chicken shawarma. That was the best chicken shawarma I've had in my life ever. Like, wow, I'm like still thinking about it and I'm gonna tear up a bit. Like, I'm so sad I discovered this a week before I leave. Oh, yeah, basically today's like the last day where Oxford students are on campus, or most Oxford students are on campus, but Stanford is making us stay like an extra week just to, I guess, pack up and things like that, which is nice, like giving us time to pack all the stuff we've accumulated within the past 3 months. Anyways, so I'm so sad I discovered this, and next week I'm gonna be eating out everywhere that I've wanted to go at Oxford, so I'm excited for that. And that is my look. It's kind of really bare bones, but oh, I should probably bake. I don't really know what baking is, I can't lie. I just like kind of put it on my face and like let it sit. I watched a lot of makeup tutorials when I was younger, so this is all I remember them doing, just baking forever. Yeah, I really love Oxford. Yeah, my friend Michelle was like, I'm gonna be really sad to see you go back to Stanford, and really, Michelle from Stanford, my friend Michelle who goes to Stanford with me, she's like, you glue when you were at Oxford. I was like, yeah. But also, Stanford Spring, the best quarter to be on on that campus. Genuinely, I love Stanford Spring. I've been talking about Stanford Spring every single year that it's not spring. I talk about Stanford Spring because it's like the most cutesy time to be there. It's perfect weather, not too hot at all. If anything, I argue fall is way hotter than spring. Like spring, it's like everyone is going fountain hopping, which is where you go into the multiple water fountains at Stanford and just like in a bathing suit or whatever you want to wear, like just dip your whole body in the fucking fountain, and like you go with your friends. It's like a really fun like pool fountain party kind of thing where you like go to multiple fountains and you hop the fountains. There's fountain hopping. There's really good darties, which explaining to British people what a darty is really, really funny. It's a day party. So yeah, they're like, day party? Why would you have that? Why don't you go to a night party? Also a culture shock is that they mainly party Monday through Friday, and then they do work on Saturday, Sunday. And I like Oxford students, whereas in Stanford at least, it's like you work hard Monday through Thursday-ish, and then Thursday night to Saturday, Sunday night is when all the parties and darties happen. So I think that's also like a really big thing that I had to get used to, because like Monday through Friday I'd be working in the library, and then Saturday, Sunday I'd be like, why are there nothing to do? Or like there'd be like one thing to do. Whereas and they're like, oh no, Monday through Friday is when like events are happening like every night. Like they're like speaker events or other social events. They're all held Monday through Friday, because I guess that's when they decide like Monday after school, after their classes, they can chill. Which I don't know how much I agree. I read like this Saturday, like I understand the working in Saturday, Sunday, because I also do work on Saturday, Sunday at Stanford, but the thing is, I do it before I go to any social events or parties. Anyways, that is my little get ready with me. No one asked for, but I fucking love talking, so.